1, 2, 17, 18. Oh, hello there. Welcome back to the Tony Bush Jr. Show, baby. And today, we're taking out my rear end. The one in the car. That's right, we're starting the disassemble process on Zen, AKA the 6'9" Camaro, baby. And we're gonna do that by taking out the rear end, and I'm gonna tell you why and what's to come. So stay tuned. Don't forget those buttons, the like, the share, the subscribe. I'm gonna get ready to take out my rear end. And here we go. Here we almost go. I gotta get out this thing. Okay. And here we go. Taking the rear end out of a 69 Camaro could be simple, but it does pose some challenges because this is a subframe car, which means it only has half a frame. Typically, the go-to spot to raise the back of one of these cars is from the rear end. But we're taking the rear end out. So that means once it's removed, there's nothing to support or to raise this rear end from with the floor jack. So I had to look at some bracing that's on the body and use those as my points that I'll put the floor jacks on. Now it can get a little sketchy because those braces are very close to the leaf springs and it doesn't give me a lot of clearance. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to put the floor jacks right in a certain spot so that it clears the leaf spring. And then what we're gonna do is hopefully what we're gonna do is lower the whole rear end with the wheels and slide it out. In theory. Don't know if that's actually gonna happen, but we're gonna try. I wanna start by popping off this hubcap. Boop! Then we're gonna gently remove the wheel lugs so we don't mess up this beautiful Vanna white wall. I just came up with that right now. Vanna white wall. Pop these off. Let's take this wheel off, see what we got. Now that we're at the bottom of Zen, I can show you guys what I was talking about. This is the clearance. Look how tight that is. That is tighter than use your imagination, all right? But as you can see, I have the jack stand in place and this is the leaf spring here. And I don't have a lot of room between the muffler and the leaf spring. So that jack stand had to literally squeeze right in place. So what I'm gonna do first is take off the parking brake cable. And in order to do that, there's this little C-clip right here. So I remove that C-clip and then I have to pull this half of the cable through this hole here. And then that'll free the parking brake cable. And then we can go from there. But in order to do that, I have to release the tension from this parking brake cable adjuster right here. See, you can't do that without doing this. It's like, let me do that, but I can't do that unless I do this. It's so crazy. So what I end up doing is adjusting the loosening nut. So now that released all this slack. Now I can go back on yonder and take out the parking brake cable. Woo! The next step would be to disconnect the drive shaft from the rear end. This is a good time while I have it in the air. So there's 4 nuts that hold this bad boy in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those and then disconnect the drive shaft. Things are about to get sketchy, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little sketch, that's it. On a scale of 1 to 10 of sketch, it's a 10. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So in order to lower the rear end, we have to take out the leaf spring, but in order to take out the leaf spring, I have to remove these 4 nuts right here from the U-bolts, right? But this spring has a lot of tension. I mean, a lot. I mean, if it comes out, it will go, wah! Yeah, just to kind of give you a little example, because it has a lot of tension up here in this area. So this is the sketchy part. I'm holding up the leaf spring tension with this floor jack. Now, what I'm gonna try to do is take out the 4 nuts first, and then I'll slowly release the leaf spring. Then I'll put the jack underneath the center of the leaf spring so that it holds that tension, and then take out this shackle right here, and hopefully I can release it without any issues. The goal here is for it to come down with zen, because if it don't, it's gonna come down with a grin. Man, that was the best I could do. I've said about 19 prayers, and now it's time to see if they work. All right, that's one. One down, 3 to go. Oh, okay. I'm gonna slowly release this bad boy. There go a little bit. Starting to move. Oh, we on the move. We on the move. Okay. Now that's a good sign. See, look, that means the leaf spring is still in place, and it doesn't have any tension that's being released on it. Otherwise, I would not be able to take this off this easy. The leaf spring would apply pressure onto this bracket. As I release this bracket, the leaf spring will continue to press against it. So that's a really, really good sign. Woo! I think we got lucky. Sketchy scale just went down. Ho ho! All right, that was nice. I went ahead and took the first nut off of this shackle, the one at the very top. Now I'm doing the one at the bottom, the bottom. I got it loose enough to where I can get my squiggly little fingers in there and start to loosen it. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at all that dirt from 1969 on my gloves. I hope I don't need a tetanus shot after this. That's why you wear gloves and safety glasses. Look at these. These are my discos. These are my discos. I'll go ahead and get this removed, and then I'll have to space this left side and right side brace that holds this bushing in on the leaf spring. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, look at that, slow motion with the fingers crossed. Hopefully we can release this without a lot of tension so it doesn't spring out and cause any ruckus. Yeah, there you go. See, it moves together. And what it does is it separates from the bushing. Now what I'm trying to do is just space it out enough. Oh, there we go, we got some action. All right, time to do the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera down because again, I'm trying to make sure that this leaf spring doesn't come flying out once I remove both of these brackets that's holding it in place. All right, this is the moment of truth. We're gonna find out. Just don't look at my sketchiness, okay? Do not look at the sketchiness. The level of sketchy just went up 10,000%. So all I have to do is take my little pry bar right here and push this bracket away from the little bolt. And once I do that, hopefully this bad boy will release, or hopefully this Hacksaw Jim Duggan 2x4 will hold the leaf spring in place, preventing it from just slamming out aggressively. So, can I get some dramatic music? and let's see what happens. Okay, it's off. All right. Okay, it looks like it might not have a lot of tension. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna try and remove the hacksaw Jim Duggan 2x4. Let me get out the way. All right, let's see if what I did will work. Oh, yes! Woo!
I am
It worked.
number one, not number two.
Oh!
If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through.
When you're working on this type of stuff, it's all in theory. You try to plan it out and you hope and you wish upon a star that it'll work out just right for you, but sometimes it doesn't. And gee golly willikers, I'm glad it did. I was biting my nails hoping that this will work out right, and it did. You see the rear end is still being supported by the jack stand, which is dope. Yeah, you never know how this stuff will turn out, and it turned out great. So now that I have this side of the leaf spring out, I'll go ahead and do the same thing to the driver's side, and then we can lower this bad boy out of the vessel. Oh, we moving in, baby. We moving out. Technically, the rear end is coming out. Let's do the other side and get this bad boy out. I went ahead and took apart the driver's side leaf spring and the brake line and the parking brake cable. Now this bad boy is ready to come out. All right, so what I'm going to do is probably slowly walk the rear end back.
I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds, yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets from the first in and the last out, see me coming. First take, I'm hotter than hot, hotter than some boiling water, I bubble the pot. Team full of ballers, baby, we winning a lot. I'm like Curry with the rock when I get to my spot. I'm tapping in, I'm passionate, this is what passion is. This here, nah, this is no accident. From the start to the finish, I'm cashing in.
Check it out. Look, the real estate is open. The rear end has evacuated the premises. It is no longer in the building. It is on its own. It left the group. It's doing its own solo act. So this bad boy is finally out. As you can see, there's nothing but a big open space for imagination and participation inside of this bad boy. What I'll do now is take a bunch of measurements. I have to get the rear end shortened. It's too long right now. It's taking up too much real estate. And if you know anything about shortening the rear end, you know why. All right, you just take a guess. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna leave it up to you. Just know it's too long for what we're trying to accomplish here. I'll go ahead and take a bunch of measurements, and then I'll send the rear end off to get shortened along with the axles, and then it'll come back, and hopefully I give them the right numbers, because you want to measure twice and cut once, or is it cut once and measure twice? You know what I'm saying. And while we at it, here's a good look of that mini tub by Main Designs. He did an excellent job. As you can see, the metal was removed. The mini tub kit was installed. He did a beautiful job. It's all nice, reinforced and braced in to make room for something. You know, those 14s, the 14-inch wheels, they need a little bit of room to breathe, okay? And that's all I'm saying. I'm super excited. This was a big step in getting Zen to its next phase in its journey. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I hope it was finger looking good. And don't forget to hit those buttons, the like, the share, subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, I'll see you when I see you. Pew!